Good afternoon, Quadcopter 101 here. What I got for you today is another review of the Syma X5SW. Ooh, we got a Raven too. What I've done recently, I've done a video that I showed that you can increase the range of this if you just turn off the camera, because the camera is operating on the same 2.4 gigahertz as the transmitter here. And because of that, it's creating interference with this transmitter. But another thing I'm going to look at today is to operate with the camera on and actually do Wi-Fi. Since we have an overcast day, we might actually be able to see it on my phone. But what I've put on the quadcopter here is I've taped on a small piece of aluminum foil on the back battery door. And the reason being, the quadcopter's antenna is located right about here. And the transmitter's antenna from the Wi-Fi camera is located here. If we can block that signal between that antenna and the quadcopter's receiver antenna, that should provide shielding to prevent that interference from messing up the range of this quadcopter. Without this, I'm only getting range out to about the grandstand over there, about 60 meters up this soccer field. But with this installed, I'm hoping to reach almost to the end of the field there, 100 meters. Let's see if it's actually effective. Let's go for a flight. Start. Okay, we have signal, and hopefully you can actually see it on the screen here. There's the grass. There's my quadcopter. Binding it to the quadcopter. Let's go for a flight down the field. And also, see if we can reach the end of that field. Here's what my quadcopter's seeing, by the way. Hope you're seeing that. Let's see if we can go past the grandstand. Well, what do you know? That shielding seems to work. Can I make it to the edge of the field? I'm looking at my screen to see if I've reached the end of the field yet. Getting closer. That's about it. It increased the range. Unfortunately, it only increased the range about... It increased the range... Maybe not. That's still about 60, 70 meters. I'm getting a little closer. So that was just an experiment. What do we got on the receiver here? Okay, I'm looking at grass. Can you see the grass on my picture? Well, we'll fly the rest of this close in. Darn it. When it's sideways like that, it's not very good range at all. Let's get a little closer to it and prop it up back to normal orientation. So I guess that shielding doesn't seem to work very well. That's a shame. It was worth a try though. I want to record. We're not recording. Let's record the rest of this video flight. Okay, the camera's recording. I see the red. Boy, this is great to see this on a cloudy day. And I'm showing very low battery. I got better batteries. I guess I didn't charge that battery. Let's fly over toward my wife. We're going to fly till that battery dies. I'm going to have fun with FPV flying here. Can I fly toward me? Overshot. There I am. Flying overhead. Yeah, the lights are flashing, but I'm pretty sure I charged that battery. But we'll fly until that quadcopter stops flying. And I'm trying to keep this visible in the picture. And if I didn't charge that battery, oh well. There I am again. Oh, you know, one thing I have not demonstrated is, and that's headless mode. And headless mode, that is the base direction down the field there. Let's enter into headless mode. In headless mode, I can keep the quadcopter pointed toward me. And fly just using the pitch roll command. And headless mode is great for panning, as you can see. Panning the camera. That's one of the main reasons you see headless mode on these camera quadcopters, is you can use it to pan without using a gimbal. Get away, Mr. B. And it's panning really well. And I think that's the end of my battery. I'll see if I have another battery in my pack. We'll do this again. Okay, we've attached another battery in there. I had a whole bag of batteries. So let's go for another flight. And again, we're going to go back into headless mode and play with that again. And away we go. Yeah, my light's not flashing this time. I wanted to really... Oh, there we go. It's starting to flash again. I really didn't charge these batteries. God, I should have checked that out. But we'll use headless mode here to demonstrate the panning. I'm just pulling back on the stick, now pushing left on the stick, pushing forward on the stick, and I can always keep myself in view. My favorite subject there, myself. Let me record. Hit record. There we go. Recording again. So now you can see how this records. By the way, you know, since this is Wi-Fi, its transmission is not very, or its what am I trying to say here? Its resolution of this camera is not very good. It's only 640 by 480. Coming out of Wi-Fi right now, or out of headless mode right now so I can fly around. But it's 640 by 480, and that's because they have to keep the data stream relatively low. It's digital format. And in digital format, if it gets too high of a data stream, the picture will blank out. But if they can keep it at low resolution like 640 by 480, that minimizes the amount of data that's being transmitted, and that lessens the chance of having blackouts in your video. Well, this is working reasonably well. I hope you can see that in the picture there. On a cloudy day, this works okay. On a cloudy day. I'm in high, by the way. There's a breeze coming in my face here. It's fighting it. But, you know, it's not as zippy as like the X5C. This quadcopter definitely is not as zippy as the X5C. And I'm hearing rumors, and I've seen it also advertised, that Syma is coming out with a 5.8 gigahertz version, which means analog version that you wouldn't have to worry about low resolution. And I believe it has a 2 megapixel camera, so you have high resolution video from it at the same time. I'm going to let the wind blow it back here. This is the wind, folks. Hello up there. Okay, I'm starting to get bored with this, and you're probably getting bored too. I'm going to do another video here. I'm taking advantage of this cloudy day to do comparison reviews of my FPV flyers. And I got my V686G that I'll be flying here shortly. And I believe I got the HT F801, or F802, I believe. And I'll be flying that also here. And we can compare the performance on this cloudy day. So let's land this, let's go back to the car and get out my other quadcopters and get some videos done today on this overcast day, and it's relatively cool. And boy, I'm taking advantage of that because it's been so hot out here lately. Okay, Quadcopter 101. Going up to my camera, or up to my quadcopter, and saying Quadcopter 101. Hope you enjoyed this flight. Quadcopter 101, signing out.